I hope my phone doesn't die on me because it doesn't have that much charge. But I wanted to say a few things before it dies. These talks are very different than what I used to do. Not opposed, but different. Because recently I started going to church. I'll make another video about this, talking about it in more detail. But what I want to say about that, probably a lot of you will not understand what I mean. But a lot of you, especially those who are of the Sanatana Dharma tradition, culture, spirituality, will understand. You see, the Christian church is a Anahata temple. What is Anahata? For those who know the chakras, Anahata is the heart chakra. Very powerful Anahata temple. You see, in Hindu, what is known as Hinduism, which is not exactly the right term, Hindu is not really a religion. It's also a culture. Also, it's part of Sanatana Dharma. And in Hindutva or Sanatana Dharma, there's a temple for every chakra. There's a temple for the heart chakra. There's a temple for Muladhara, Manipuraka, Swadhisthana, Vishuddhi, Agna, and Sahasrara. And there's also temples which have more than one chakra, maybe two, maybe three. Why is this so? These places are not actually places of belief or worship in the classical sense, but they are places of recharging one's energy. And in these temples, at least in olden times, there used to be what is known as linga. Linga is an energy or energetic form, also having a physical form to hold the energy. And the linga itself has chakras, just like a living being, just like a human being, just like an animal or a tree, or even a mountain. It is alive, basically. Not biologically alive, but energetically very much alive. And just like any living form, it reverberates, it vibrates, it emanates that particular quality of energy which it is assigned to, or which is assigned to it. For example, so you see, this topic that we just opened takes us into spirituality, but in a very, very scientific sense. It took me a lifetime to get to this point and to understand this and to really delve into this the way, to this extent. Every chakra that we have, every energy point is responsible for a particular dimension of life. There's a chakra which is responsible for the survival aspect of life, the very core, crude survival aspect of life, which is eating, reproducing, and sleeping. There's another one which is for the pleasures of life. Feeling pleasure. The pleasure is another dimension of life. It's not just survival, it's actually pleasure. Enjoying life, enjoying things of life. There's another aspect which is for the social aspect of life, the communal aspect of life, the business Businessmen usually go there. Politicians usually have their energies in that third chakra. And there's another aspect, which is the heart chakra. If we go a bit more up, and this one is all about what we call love, what we call creativity, what we call everything that has to do with emotion and devotion belongs here in the heart chakra, or Anahata. And then of course there's other aspects, and Anahata is the one that holds the two sides of the whole chakra chain. Above are three more, below are the three that we just mentioned, and the below, the downward ones, are all based in earth, in what we call dunya in Sanskrit and in Arabic, or the worldly affairs, right? Eating, reproducing, working, all these things are for survival of this body, and of course of the mind to a certain extent, and etc., etc. And then so above the heart chakra, everything else is spiritual, transcendental. It begins with the heart. And then there's the throat chakra, which is Vishuddhi, which is for power. It's a power channel, or power junction, a power center, which that's where charisma comes from. That's where even the voice comes from, the power of the voice. Certain people, when they speak, you can feel power in their voice. That is where it comes from. It also can be generated or freed or activated through singing, certain types of singing, And then we have the Agna, which is the sixth chakra, actually, and that is what we know as the third eye. It is responsible for wisdom and clairvoyance and seeing things the way they are. And then there's Anahata, Sahasrara, which is the crown chakra as we know it, and that is our divine connection with the source of life. So all of these chakras have always had places of regenerating these energy junctions. Certain people exist more on one chakra than the other. Certain people have many other chakras blocked. They cannot have access to their emotional aspects, or their heart is not fully open. You hear a lot of people say, I've never been in love before. To someone like me, that's absurd, because I've been falling in love ever since even before I was able to speak. But there are people who have this heart chakra fully blocked. They can't feel it. It's like you have a certain sense you don't have. Like you don't have this sense of smell. If someone starts talking about different kinds of smells, you're going to be like, this is gibberish for me. Or a blind person who cannot see light, cannot see color. If you talk to him about color, he's just going to think you're mad. What are you talking about? Color? Give me something I can touch. Give me something I can smell. Give me something I can hear. Because that's all he has. So, coming back to religion, now the Abrahamic religions, contrary to Hindutva or Sanatana Dharma, where you can find many different temples and with many deities, that's a whole other topic where we'll talk about it, representing different chakras, representing different dimensions of life. Now you have one religion representing one or a couple aspects of life, dimensions of life. Christianity is the religion which has it is the only, at least Abrahamic religion, which rules over Anahata, which rules over the heart. You see, when you see Christians talking about Jesus and the love of Jesus and the love of God, and everything is about emotion and everything is about singing to Him and giving praises and being very emotional, that actually is Anahata at work. That is actually a purification of Anahata. In this world void of love, in this world void of compassion, kindness, warmth, it's very necessary to come back to Anahata. Very, very necessary. And I know most Christians, if not all, no, not all, but certainly the vast majority, don't see it this way as the chakras that we just explained, but it is so. This is another way of looking at the same thing. And today, more than ever, I guess, I believe, or I assume, it is much needed, more than ever, to come back to Anahata, to heal Anahata, to heal the heart, to open the heart. Because love is actually a very unique type of energy. It has the power to unite. You see, even Anahata exists in the middle, in the center of the three below and the three above, and it unites the two aspects of life, the spiritual and the physical. Anahata only does that. Every chakra is unique, but Anahata is very unique in its own way, like no other. And going to the Guru, who we know as Yeshua or Jesus, the Master, the deity, you might even consider him the God. All of those terms are fine, because he is divine, as many others are divine, but one divinity unites all in Anahata. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. So when you come back to Anahata and you heal Anahata and you allow Anahata to be healed, that is the true essence of Christianity. That is the true essence of the teachings of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That is the true teachings, and that has immense importance and power for any human being on earth, for even disembodied beings, because love is that kind of power that just unites everything. And it is much needed, especially today, especially in this world. So that's all I'm going to say for now. My phone is going to die very soon. I hope it doesn't die and takes this video away. By the grace of the Most High, it will not happen. So I will stop right now. Thank you very much. I'll make another video very soon. God bless.